And welcome inside Tradition Field for this, our third installment of St. Lucie Mets All Access, powered by ESPN 106.3 FM. He's still handsome, Drew Apollonia, and I'm still Josh Cohen. As we quickly approach the halfway point of this 2013 season, we know this. Your St. Lucie Mets are playing good baseball. The Fort Myers Miracle are for real, and maybe the best team for the month of May was the Jupiter Hammerheads.
And right now, the St. Lucie Mets' position in the standings reflects exactly what they are, and that's one of the more consistent teams in the Florida State League. Jupiter's hot. Fort Myers maybe not as great as they were in the month of April, but still very good. But the Mets, right around 500 for the month of May. They made up some ground against the Miracle, but they're not going to see Fort Myers head-to-head again until the end of June. The Hammerheads, on the other hand, they definitely have a few chances to hold off their charge. They have a series in late May, a series in early June remaining in the first half of the Florida State League season. Now, for those who are thinking we may be putting too much stock into early season minor league baseball, keep in mind two things. One, I don't understand stocks all that well. And two, this is how the Florida State League playoffs work. 4 teams will earn a playoff bid at the end of the year. The winners of the first and second halves of the season, respectively, from each division. Now, if there is a repeat division winner, wild card will go to the team with the next best record within that division. So it's important for St. Lucie to stay in that number 2 slot as long as possible if they can't overtake the Fort Myers Miracle, a team that may be a little bit more vulnerable than they seemed last month, especially with the loss of the league's most dominant pitcher, DJ Baxendale.
And with the All-Star game right around the corner, this St. Lucie Mets lineup has several All-Star hopefuls, including 2 of the best power hitters in the entire Florida State League.
When we first sat down here, Josh, we talked Dustin Lawley, Aderlin Rodriguez need to get going for this team. We sat down here again, we say Dustin Lawley and Aderlin Rodriguez are finally getting going for this team. Well, it's official. Dustin Lawley and Aderlin Rodriguez are going right now. And I'm not saying we're to thank for that, but there's no way to prove that we're not to thank for that. They've really closed the gap between the Miracle's Miguel Sano and the rest of the league in terms of power hitters. Lawley right on top of the league lead for home runs and RBIs. Aderlin Rodriguez was flat out raking during the month of May. He's hitting well over 300 for the month, more than doubled his home run total, and RBIs have come with that as well. But they're not alone. Rylan Sandoval continues to improve as an all-around hitter as the season progresses, not to mention guys like Matt Reynolds, TJ Rivera. Everyone in this lineup is really settling into their roles, and they're only finding more and more consistency as the season goes on.
And it has been often said that one of the most difficult things to do in all of sports is to hit a round ball with a round bat and do it squarely. We now go all access with a trio of talented Mets hitters in Matt Reynolds, TJ Rivera, and Dustin Lawley, who teach us a little bit about thinking inside the box, the batter's box, that is.
Pitch, I
hit the ball to the right side, cutting, and if they make a mistake, turn on it, lay down a bunt,
really just the batter,
move a runner over,
probably just come out here and think.
People probably think
they probably don't know the half of it.
Misconceptions of hitting. With minor league ball overall, people think that we just show up to the field and we just go and play a game.
That it's easy, maybe?
They probably just come out here and think that we take a couple of swings and just go to the field and hit. That's about it, and we do a lot more than that.
Man, it takes a lot. It's a big process. It's not just going out there, you know, and going to hit and just going out there and swinging a bat. It goes from the night before and studying the pitchers that you're going to face.
I normally get here around 12:30, 1 o'clock, and you know, try to get the body loose a little bit, stretch, and get in the whirlpool, and do some tee work.
We'll get to the field, and we'll either do a workout or something like that, but me and Reynolds will get in there early, and then we'll just try to go through our routine on the tee. When you come in the tee, and you can slow everything down, and you could really work on the little things.
If I'm feeling good, it's probably around 50 to 60 swings. If I'm feeling bad, it could be in the high hundreds, probably.
If I'm feeling good during the game or in the field, I don't mess with the cage.
When you're feeling good, you want to just get in and out. You know, you want to keep the routine, obviously, but we felt good yesterday. We went in there, we took about 10 swings, we said, I'm done. It's like, good for you. I'm going to take another 20 because I need to. They make fun of me because I take dry hacks all the time. I'll be in the mirror, like, you know what I mean? I'm that guy on the team.
I'm different from like most guys. Most guys come in here, they'll go straight to the cage. I'll come in and I'll relax.
Lawley's a different animal.
I stay away from the cage, keep my mind relaxed.
He can just go out there and he can go 4 for 4 with 4 home runs just like that and not even have to work for it.
And I take BP and then I just hit. You know, I get just keep it simple.
There's a plan when you're going into BP.
People probably think that we just go in there and we just try to hit home runs, but you know, hitting a home run is a lot more difficult than it seems.
It might seem like that with some of the guys we have on our team. You know, they're putting them out of the park like it's nothing. That's not me though, that's for sure.
We're actually working on stuff to carry in the game.
You go in there with an approach and you want to get something done while you're in there.
I'm working on driving the ball.
Working on the ball middle of the way.
There's a plan. You go in there and we have a routine we do, you know what I mean? We do a hit and run.
Driving it out or in the gaps.
Try to hit the ball to the right side through the middle.
Get them over.
Drive it out or drive it in the gaps. Do some damage or whatever.
Dustin's a power hitter, so he tries to drive the ball a little more. I'm a 1 or 2 hole type of guy, so I'm supposed to be on base for him to drive me in.
I'm still learning, honestly, how to be a leadoff hitter, I think, but your goal as a leadoff hitter, especially in the beginning of the game, is to let the other guys behind you see what this guy's got, you know, especially if you haven't faced this guy before.
Normally in the on-deck circle, I watch how they attack TJ, because me and TJ are the same type of hitter, and normally they're going to attack him like they attack me.
Something I had to get used to. I couldn't stand it at first. That first pitch I'm usually taking, and most of the time they're throwing right down the middle. They're giving me that 0-1.
I normally take the first pitch of my B.
If he throws a fastball first pitch, I'm swinging.
It's tough because you know most of the time it's going to be a fastball right down the middle. Everybody's saying, I would go up there and just swing at that first pitch. Well, what if I line out? The next guy's got to take 2 pitches or something like that, you know what I mean?
If it's early in the count or late in the count, if I can drive it and I can handle it, I'm swinging.
I step in the box and I'm listening to how good my walk-up sounds first.
You try to pick a song that pumps you up, you know what I mean? That gets you going and gets you, you know, focused.
Kind of sets the tone of how you're going to do that day.
It's your first at bat of the game. You want to see what the pitcher has, and normally I take a deep breath just to get all the nerves out. And
my main focus is to battle. That first at bat is to battle just as hard as I can and just give it all I got no matter what. And
getting that certain pitch that you can cause damage with. You know, seeing the first pitch from the pitcher.
Positive thoughts?
God, I hope I hit this hard.
Really, I get up there and just hit. I just see a pitch I like and I throw my hands at it. It goes, it goes. That's it. Simple.
We try to make it simple though. We try to. We try.
Ivy League schools don't exactly equal baseball factories. However, one St. Lucie Met is making us rethink that equation. With an economics degree from Princeton, Matt Bowman is seeing his stock rise faster than just about any prospect in the Mets organization this season. Recently, I had a chance to sit down with Matt, and we tried to find an equilibrium between his past pursuits and his bright future in baseball. Your performance since your initial IPO into the St. Lucie market has been fairly impressive, but what's it been like behind the scenes being the new kid in school essentially?
It's been all right, you know. All the guys are nice, so I've come in and took them a little while to warm up to me. Apparently I didn't know that in spring training they didn't like me very much, but no, they didn't tell me until they admitted that they liked me now. I don't know, apparently I did too much running, too much extra stuff, needed to just settle down. I go run somewhere else where no one can see me.
After recognizing your sustainable growth, you were promoted from Savannah here to St. Lucie, but honestly, what's it like to actually sit down and get the news that you're taking the next step?
I'll be honest, I almost thought they were kidding when they told me I was moving up. Before the season started, I was hoping to be a starter in Savannah, and I thought that was a stretch. I personally think that Savannah is loaded with pitching talent and other talent, and I didn't think I would be the first one to start moving up. And I also didn't think that anyone would be moving up that early in the year. And when they told me I was moving up, I was more than a little bit surprised.
You're a former All-Ivy shortstop, but after running a cost-benefit analysis, it was determined that your greatest rate of return would be yielded as a pitcher. So what do you miss most about being an everyday player out there?
Mostly it's just that you get to contribute to the game, to the team, on an everyday basis versus pitching now. I don't exist other than every 6 days. And if you have a bad outing, you hurt the team in the one day you're supposed to be able to perform. So it's just not getting to get out there that much and sort of sitting back and watching and waiting your turn.
Much has been made of your delivery. So where did it come from? And yeah, pitching coaches along the way tried to tweak it, or have they kind of taken a laissez-faire approach to it?
It's a little bit, I've heard a lot of the Lincecum comparisons. I'm a pretty small righty, and he's a pretty small righty, and he was throwing like 95. I was pretty impressed, and I was like, well, maybe I could do that and mimic some of it and get a few more miles per hour on the fastball. And then I realized after a while that he's way more athletic than I am, so it's not going to work. But some of the things that I tried to incorporate I've kept because they feel right and they work well.
You've been fairly lights out to start the season, and clearly been enjoying the diminishing returns due to the inelastic approach of Florida State League hitters who have been in quite the state of hysteresis when facing you. What independent variables can we deduce are responsible for this early season success?
I mean, so far it's been the catchers calling a good game and the position players fielding and making plays and getting runs, and from there I just like I was saying, you only get to exist every 6 days as a starting pitcher, so I try to just not make sure that I don't waste it. So there have been some outings where I've given up 3 runs in the first 3 innings, and I'm sitting down and I'm thinking, okay, you could either just keep on this path and give up 6 runs, or you can just press the reset button now and make sure you get back on track and try and get deep into the game.
I thought I was just sitting down for an interview. You're giving me life lessons now, man.
Yeah,
it's inspiring. No, Hunter S. Thompson did not grow a remarkable head of hair, become handsome, or alive for that matter. It's just me, Drew Apollonia, back with another case of gonzo journalism. After infiltrating the infamous Silver Sluggers Club, I've turned my attention to another organization here at Tradition Field. Today, disguising myself cleverly as a child, I will peel back the shroud of secrecy on the St. Lucie Mets Kids Club. Like all great investigative reporters of the past, like Woodward, Bernstein, and Corningstone, I've learned that in order to dig up the dirt, you yourself have to get a little dirty. This is Anthony. He's a member of the Kids Club. Anthony, how much did it cost for you to get into that?
Nothing!
Oh my God, that's awesome. Why?
Because I'm in the Tradition Museum.
That's right, and Kids Club members get in free for every Friday and Sunday. Awesome! Hey, I'm here with Hannah. Hannah, how long have you been in the Kids Club?
2 years.
Awesome, and what's your favorite part about being in the Kids Club?
The games.
Who's your favorite player?
Matt Reynolds.
I know him! They have no idea. Hi, who are you?
Ivy.
And what's your favorite part about being in the Kids Club?
Kata.
This is Caden, he's a member of the Kids Club. Caden, what's your favorite part about being in the Kids Club?
I get a free shirt.
That's right, Kids Club members get free shirts! Foul ball! If there's one thing I know about Kids Club members, it's that they run. A lot. Hey, I'm here with Alex. We just decided we're gonna be best friends. Alex, do you want to go catch rubber chickens in a net with me?
Yes.
Your Grace, I am here with the all-star member of the Kids Club. What is your name?
Peyton.
Peyton what?
Shay.
As in Shea Stadium? How long have you been a member of the Kids Club?
Since I was born.
Blood of my blood.
What is this?
For more information on the
St. Lucie Mets.
Kid Club,
Go to stluciemets.com.
like the St. Lucie Mets on Facebook.
Follow on
Twitter.
And that'll just about wrap things up for this edition of St. Lucie Mets All Access, powered by ESPN 106.3 FM. For Drew Apollonia, I'm Josh Cohen saying thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
There's a lot that I don't understand about the Ivy League lifestyle. When you're accepted into Princeton, do you automatically develop an underbite? Do you guys drink Gatorade in the dugout out of brandy snifters? Do you laugh like, how many tweed jackets with elbow patches do they require you to own at Princeton?
Everyone's issued one when they enroll.
How do you loafer? Does everyone take notes with chalk on windows like Russell Crowe in A Beautiful Mind? Is that a thing?
Yeah.